Hello everybody, this is Pierre Garudi, and tonight I'm going to answer one of the questions sent by one of my fans to the social media. As you can see behind me on the whiteboard, the question is how fashion show will roll out soon. First, I'll give you news about the J. Crew group. The news is that the J. Crew filed for bankruptcy in Virginia. A J. Crew group, if those who know the company, it does own two brands. One J. Crew, other one is Madewell, and is the CEO is Mickey Drexler. He used to be CEO of Gap in the 90s and in the noughties, and then he moved out of the company because back then the Gap was not doing so well, and the owner of the Gap was always, as it is today, is Donald Fisher. I met him actually in the shop because I used to work for the Gap in the early 90s in Manhattan, right in front of the Bloomingdale's, which is on the Lexington Avenue, and I was working as a salesperson naturally, and at the same time I was going to the fashion school in Manhattan called Fashion Institute of Technology, called FIT. Anyway, now back to the answer of the question. China Fashion Week has been live streaming. That's the part of there's the news, and also part of the answer is autumn winter 2020 fashion week. After securing an online strategy partnership with China's largest luxury e-commerce site called Sekou. So it's called also Cloud Fashion Week, and will showcase more than 100 live stream sessions of fashion shows, presentation, and see now, buy now. So this time, the theme of this fashion week is going to be called Build, Innovate 2020. I think that's appropriate name for it. Sekou consumers will have exclusive access to over 100 designers' brand presentation from China and 60 international designer brands from 15 countries, including France, UK, US, Italy, Japan, South Korea, and New Zealand. Which is, these designers is showcasing their luxury creation. Is not for every brand, because not every brand is luxury brand. In addition, more than 70 brands will also hold live stream see now, buy now, a session exclusively to reach targeted luxury shoppers in China. So that's another way of doing it, see now, buy now, which is also quite important, because Sekou has targeted high-end consumers, and that's why they would do it. As we know, China has the highest number of luxury shoppers in the world. We know that they travel around the world, and they used to buy it locally and also buy it in different countries, in France, in UK. I'm sure you've seen in front of some luxury shops, there's a queues, and most of them are Chinese actually. So since traveling is banned and it's not possible to travel, so this is how China respond by creating online shopping version in order luxury shoppers who cannot travel or who are quarantined for whatever reason, they can do the shopping. As I said before, you are on your own. It means every country is on their own. As you can see in European Union, when Italy had a lot of cases and many people were dying, nobody helped Italy back then. And unfortunately, that was the case. It means you are on your own. So it's appropriate for each country to start setting up infrastructure for fashion designer comes under this infrastructure umbrella, so they can have the fashion show, the presentation, or see now, by now. So I recommend for the British Fashion Council to start doing that. And doesn't matter if the designer is old or young, doesn't matter if the designer is famous or not famous, it doesn't matter the size of the companies they have or even their individual designers. So big or small, it doesn't matter. It has to go, everybody has to get help from the British Fashion Council, and British Fashion Council also can start doing some charity and giving help to individual designers, contacting them. They say, we're going to do that, what do you think? I think that's going to be a lot of communication has to happen in order this thing lift up from the ground for the next Fashion Week, because next Fashion Week is in September. And if you are a big company, of course, you can set up your own things and start showing it. But I think it's better to be in connection with the British Fashion Council. And so it can be all coordinated in a good manner. So it can attract the best of the fashionista, fashion editors, and luxury or fashion buyers. Anyway, I hope my answer could satisfy you, and I hope I added some value to you. So for you and to your audiences and people who are watching or listening to this video, and I want to thank you. Please, if you like it, leave a comment. On the comments, please leave your remarks, your suggestion, your questions, or any critics you have. And please do not forget to share it, to subscribe it, and to like the button. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night for another answer to another question. Good night.